Hello, thank you for joining me on Sermon from the Kitchen. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you can get notification when next I upload a new video. And this morning we'll be preparing fried vegetable rice and chicken. For the recipe, we'll need the chicken. We will need a rice. I'm using long grain rice. Then the vegetables, we have the spring onion, we have the French beans, we have the green bell pepper, the red bell pepper, green bell pepper, the yellow bell pepper, some carrots. And from the spices I have here salt, ginger, garlic, thyme, curry powder, some rosemary, and some cubes. And of course, this meal will you'll take with a juice. I'll be making mango and passion juice. So I have my mango here, a few passion, and of course water to make. Now chicken, you add your salt, you add your thyme, some curry powder, some rosemary, your ginger, and your garlic. You add a cube of your choice. You add little water, very little water. You give it a good stir. The spices depend on the kind of spices of your choice. Give it a good stir to inculcate all the spices in. You cover and allow it to simmer. For the chicken to simmer or to cook, we prepare our rice. People wash their rice in 3 different forms. Some parboil, that is heating in boiling water for about 5 minutes. Others pour hot water into the rice, and others just wash with cold water severally until all the starch comes out and the water is clear. But I prefer the second method, where you add hot water into your rice. You give it a good stir, you cover and set aside. We check our chicken, we can see it's already boiling. So what you do, you add more water, because we're going to use this stock from the chicken for the fried rice. You add more water, then you allow the chicken to cook, depending on the kind of chicken. If it's the local chicken, it takes longer time. If it's the broiler, which I'm using, it takes shorter time. So you're allowed to cook. So while it's cooking, our vegetables. These are the green bowl. You open up, remove the seed. These are already washed. Make sure they are washed thoroughly. All the vegetables here have been washed. I've done my mise en place. Mise en place is a French word that means pre-cooking, preparation before cooking. So I've washed all the vegetables here. So what you do, remove the seeds. The seeds are bitter, so we want to cut into cubes. It's called dicing. We want to dice the green bell pepper. You dice. You do the same for the red bell pepper. You cut open, remove the seeds. The seeds tends to be black when they are cooked, so it's better they are removed. The same thing, you cut into cubes, you dice. Same for the yellow bell pepper. Remove the seeds. Like I said earlier on, they've already been washed. I like using little of the yellow pepper because it easily softens up, and when kept for long, it goes dark. So I'll be using few of the yellow bell pepper. Now these are chili bonnet pepper, very hot. You know, we from West Africa, we like very hot food, but it is optional. This is how you clean your carrots. You remove the back. You clean, and it's important to note that one of the rules in the kitchen, you clean while cooking. And you can see I have my napkin here, very handy, because you wouldn't want somebody to walk in and you have a whole heap of mess. So you clean while walking. We are going to dice our vegetable also, our carrots. Now your French beans or runner beans, you cut into small sizes just like this. Your spring onion also has been washed. You finely chop. There we go. Like I said earlier on, you clean as you cook, just to make sure everywhere is tidy. Yes. So now we want to check on our chicken. Our chicken is almost, but not yet. We want to sieve our rice. You give it a good stir. If you can see the water has turned cloudy, just to remove extra starch from the rice. You also rinse thoroughly because you want your rice to be single, not matchy after it's cooked. Now the salmon, just like you wash your rice, we filter the rice to remove the extra starch. So also let's filter what goes into our heart. Proverbs chapter 5 verse 23 says, guard your heart, from out of it are the issues of life. So it's not everything you allow into your heart. Just like we filter that rice, we let go of the starchy water and retain the rice. So also guard what comes into your heart. Filter what comes into your heart. For you to effectively filter what comes into your heart, you have to guard the openings to your heart, which are your eyes, what you see, put a filter there. Your ears, what you hear, put a filter there. And your thoughts, filter your thoughts. With the help of your napkin, our chicken is ready. So you strain off the chicken with the use of a spatula, or what is popularly called your frying spoon. Your frying pan allows to dry up. You remember the first edition, we talked about the methods of cooking. One of them is frying, and this is going to be deep frying. We're going to deep fry our chicken, so it requires a lot of oil. Add a big bowl of onions just to get the flavor, so that the flavor infuses into the oil. You fry till golden brown before you add your chicken and start frying. Then you fry till golden brown. You allow the chicken to fry till you attain a golden brown color. Chicken is very golden brown, so turn the other side. Now our chicken is ready. Our rice has been filtered. You put in the pot, the cooking pot. You add the stock. The stock is the sauce from the meat. Some water, just enough to cook the rice. You be careful of water here so that your rice don't come out matchy. You give it a good stir. Add more curry powder, little salt, give it a good stir, allow it to cook. We want to check on our rice. Yeah, at this junction, you reduce the heat and allow it to cook. Our rice is ready. You cook to about 90% ready, so that the other 10% you finish when frying with the vegetables. You bring back the frying pan with the same oil we used to fry the chicken, and this oil is very tasty. Remember, the chicken was really spiced. So you heat up the oil, allow it to heat up. It's ready. You add in your onions. You fry till it is translucent. You add in your vegetables, like green peas, the French beans, the carrots, the spring onion. These other bell pepper, they easily get softened, and we want to retain the nutrients and also the color. So they will be the last thing you add. Give it a good stir. Fry for about 3 minutes. After that, you can now add your green bell pepper, red bell pepper, and yellow bell pepper. Wow, can you see that color? Can you see the combination of all these colors? At this point, we want to season our vegetables. A little bit of curry powder, a little bit of thyme, a little bit of salt, just to make sure our vegetable is well seasoned. Even in the rice, you can feel seasoned, you can taste the season. Give it a good stir. You add in the rice. As you add in, you stir. You can see our rice, single, not much, they are just one. I think this is where the name came from, fried rice. At this point, you want to lower your heat. Here we are. Give it a good stir without making it too much. You see, as you stir, you flatten. That is the whole idea behind it. As you stir, you flatten up. Wow, check out the color, the various color. And our fried rice is ready. Galatians chapter 5 verse 22 talks about the fruits of the Spirit, which are love, joy, peace, patience, goodness, kindness, humility, self-control, faithfulness. So we are to exhibit this gift as Christians. Okay, we're about to make our fruit juice, and I want to make mango and passion. You can use any fruit of your choice, your favorite fruit, or whichever fruit you want. But today I'll be making mango and passion juice. It's been washed. Wash up the mango. You remove the back, the peel of the mango. You cut the juicy parts into the blender. Then the passion has already been washed. You cut open. Then you scoop into the blender that already have the mango. I want you to know that all foods, all fruits, all food processors, they have alternative. They have something else you can use. Take for example, you can always have fruit juices. Even if you don't have the juicer, which is more expensive, you can use your blender. Like I'm using a blender. The only difference, you add water. For the fruit juicer, it doesn't need water. It just squeezes out, squashes out the juice. But for the blender, you add water, which is still okay. So I'm using my giant size blender. I've added some water. Yes, our juice is ready. Some people see fit, the filter, but I want the whole nutrients. So I turn into my glass cup, a clean glass cup. This is very healthy. To dish our food, what you do, scoop into a mold. Use a mold. Remember in my first video, I told you about food presentation, that some people eat with their eyes even before their mouth. Beautiful. Now add your chicken. I talked about balanced diet in the first meal. Now this is carbohydrate, protein. The fried rice already have some vegetables. I want to garnish it. Tomatoes, a bit of lettuce, just to make it look appealing, appetizing to the eyes. Yeah, and maybe I do a little bit of cucumber, and there we go. Yeah. So these are menu for today: fried vegetable rice with fried chicken and our mango and passion juice. So join me, viewers, as we go serve our guest.
Hey.
Bon appetit. Enjoy your meal. So let's taste the rice. Okay.
This is good. The chicken is good. It's very good. It's not hard. It is soft. It has that tender flavor. Feel the texture. The juice is it's juicy and very fresh. But I can feel there is something at the back. I think it's the passion, because it's blended, which is very nice.
With this, we've come to the end of today's video of how to make fried vegetable rice and chicken. Thank you for joining me on Salmon from the Kitchen. Please make sure you subscribe.